And welcome back to Top 8, the Elite 8 of the Duel Academy Tournament. Today, we are going to get to the end of the tournament. We're going to watch the rest of these rounds, and we're going to see who becomes King or Queen of the Academy, who becomes Prince or Princess of the Academy, and who lines up where in the top 8. Our first game today is two absolute houses today, and that's Junko versus Kagurazaka. These two are no joke. I'm thinking Junko has this. I'm thinking Junko is slightly stronger based on what we've seen so far. I mean, Kagurazaka is very, very strong. He's got great monster effects, got great spells and traps, but Junko Jorimoto has been a force with her swarming winged beast, and so I'm interested to see where it goes. Let's see it happen. Kagurazaka starting us off with Pot of Greed. See, already. Graceful Charity. Oh my god. Pot into Graceful immediately, and then Warrior Diographer and 3 face down cards. Let's see it. Sky Scout is great. He gets over the Warrior Diographer, but oh my god, he doesn't even have any traps for this, or he doesn't want to use them, because come on, he had to have something for that, like a Blast with Chain or something. I mean, maybe not. Apprentice Magician here. Mountain feels good if you are Junko. That's going to give you a little bit of extra insurance against some of his monsters. Magician of Faith, no. Now, oh no, he's got a Tribute too. He's going to Magician of Faith into Pot and then Tribute it for Ushioni or Dark Red Enchanter. Let's hope it's not Dark Red Enchanter for Junko's sake. Okay, no. Oh, maybe he. Oh, it's. Oh no, he actually did not. He was hoping to draw into a Tribute monster and he didn't get it. I would have maybe gone Graceful there just to try to. Okay, Old Vindictive gets flipped by the Swords of Revealing Light here, and then Sky Scout banished for Garuda, getting in on the Magician of Faith. I might have gone to Graceful just because you want to mine through a little bit more than you want advantage, because you really wanted to draw a Tribute monster there and you just didn't get it. It's unfortunate, but you're setting Sangan. Oh, and Garuda can move Old Vindictive to attack mode, getting in on the Old Vindictive. Man, Kagurazaka has not drawn here. I mean, how does he have 3 face downs and nothing to use after all this stuff? Another Apprentice Magician face down. Unfortunately, there's no end to that chain. All he has is one more Apprentice Magician in the deck, and then no other Magician of Faith or Old Vindictive. Now, he did just search Muka Muka, and he has a lot of cards in hand, so he's feeling good about that. Unfortunately, there is still a Swords of Revealing Light on the field. Okay. Okay, this might matter or it might not. You know, this is a good play because not only does it mean that there's a slightly lower barrier to entry to kill this Muka Muka, you can get over it with something like an Elector or a Troposphere, but more importantly, if you do have a Malevolent Uzzer or some other way to get over it, you don't have to deal with things like Blast with Chain or other traps that would raise its attack points. This is going to be a relatively safe attack into Muka Muka. Even if he has an MST or a Dust Tornado, you don't lose your monster. It only, you just take a little bit of damage. So yeah, and there it is, MST. So yeah, the Garuda play was really good there. Not only did it weaken the Muka Muka to be gotten over, but again, it just protected your monster from the quick play battle trap. I'm telling you, the spell trap destruction battle trap. Now Muka Muka does get in on Garuda, Witch of Black Forest getting in directly, and Kagurazaka begins his march back towards staying in the soul. Summon Storm. Okay, we haven't actually seen this today yet. And there's Elector, and now Garuda special summons himself again, and oh, Elector negating Muka Muka's effect. Now we're attacking the face down because we don't want him to be able to float with Witch of Black Forest. Now we go into the last Apprentice Magician in the deck. He has no more floats after that. That is just basically a vanilla 400, 800 down there. Now Dark Red Enchanter finally comes down, tributing the Witch of the Black Forest for it too, and you can search for DD Warrior, and he has still not used the legend effect. Oh, Smashing Ground. Getting it on Garuda here. When Storm of Attack was 7 Tools of the Bandit. That makes sense. That's been face down this whole time. That was like the first trap she's used all game. And wow, look at like their graveyards, man. 6 versus 15. I mean, of course she has 3 there, but still, she's been in control all game, and now she is in trouble, man. You know what she needs is Spiritual Windmark Miambi. That's gonna bring her back in this game. It's not a spell. It gets rid of that Dark Red Enchanter, but she's looking bad. Blackland Fire Dragon getting powered up by her field spell. He's on his own hurt. No, my gosh, oh man. Junko she was in charge for so much of that duel. Wow, he was saving that Magic Cylinder like all game. He did not play that. Wow, that's fascinating. Anyways, wow, a great game 1, but unfortunately for Junko, Kagurazaka just was able to take it. Okay, starting us off in game 1, we have Kagurazaka with the Swords of Revealing Light. Why did he start the game? Oh no, that was probably Junko actually. Yeah, that was Junko with Swords of Revealing Light. My bad. I forgot they both have that. And actually, no, they both have it literally right here because they're both playing it. Okay, nice. Okay, setting a monster face down from Junko. You love when your opponent plays swords, just drop their own swords. It's like, yeah, all right, you don't want to attack? Nobody's attacking here. If I can't attack, no one can. Tributing for Troposphere feels good. Oh, and then Kujaku finally goes off here. We haven't really gotten to see that today in the tournament. Searching for the Sky Scout, and let's see, what do we have? Setting the face down Apprentice Magician here. Swords is gone for Junko. There's still one more turn of swords for Kagurazaka. Now she's going to summon like all her monsters. Did she just go to battle phase? Did she forget the swords were still up for Kagurazaka? I'm not sure what that was. Oh yeah, she definitely forgot swords was still up because, oh my god. Yeah, she should not have summoned Garuda if she had no way to protect her from that Warrior Diographer. Fortunately for Kagurazaka, she just has another one here. Sky Scout on Rogue Doll, and Adversity. Now, Troposphere might not be attracted by traps, but Adversity affects his monster, not Troposphere. A great, perfect counter to Troposphere there. And we're floating into Magician of Faith. This is really tough for Junko here. Now, a Graceful into Monster Reborn. Okay, oh, wow. Oh my god. Wow, Monster Reborn into Troposphere, taking Junko's Troposphere. Now, Junko responds with a Call of the Haunted to negate that Monster Reborn by taking Troposphere before it can not negate technically, but you know what I mean, before Monster Reborn can actually target it, and then, or before it can special summon it, and then MST stops Call of the Haunted, which means Monster Reborn is going to resolve in full with Troposphere. That might be the game. That might be the defining play of this game. I don't know if Junko can come back from that. It's just too powerful. And we still have Magician of Faith face down, which can bring back a Monster Reborn, or a Pot of Greed, or a Graceful Charity, or even like an MST if it ends up being too... I mean, no, Junko does not have board wipes. Wow, I am a little bit shocked here. It looks like Junko might be going down relatively easily to Kagurazaka. I mean, we've got great games here, a lot of back and forth, but that back and forth is characterized by Kagurazaka just taking her every step of the way, just beating her every step of the way. Now, this Mahjong Mania Maiden, I mean, I'm trying to think of what she even has in her deck. Like, I don't know if she has anything. Summon Storm here is great to get out Winged Sage Falcos, Flying Kamakiri. She's going to try to do as much as she can here. Do we know this is Magician of Faith? I'm not sure if we know that. If we do, yeah. Oh, no. Creature Swap is... Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. Okay, you know what? Okay, so I think she does know this Magician of Faith face down. I want to say that was already revealed to Junko. So that means what we have here is a Troposphere, Warrior Digrapher, Magician of Faith, and Old Vindictive Magician face down. So very funny that you almost always only see Creature Swap used against one when your opponent has one monster, because of course each player gets to choose their own monster. So here, 4 monsters, none of them really wants to be given to Junko here. Now let me see, if she did get Magician of Faith, she could get back Swords of Revealing Light. That's why she didn't want to give. He didn't want to give Magician of Faith. He didn't want to give Old Vindictive because that outs Warrior Digrapher. Of course, you don't want to give your strongest monster. So out of everything he gives, it is the Troposphere back to Junko, and that's really kind of adorable. You love that she gets her monster back. That's very cool. A very cool interaction there. Now, unfortunately, as it seemed, this is the strongest of the cards that Kagurazaka, I mean, the weakest of the cards that Kagurazaka had there. Oh my God, Old Vindictive into the Magician of Faith to get Monster Reborn back and take the Troposphere back, and there it is. Kagurazaka crushes Junko. I am shocked by these results. I really, really thought Junko was going to be taking this. And just like that, Junko Joramoto is out in top 8 of the Welcome to Duel Academy tournament. And that means that, as a side effect, Asuka Tenjoin is now the top duelist of... No, that is not true. That is not true. Asuka Tenjoin needs to defeat Misawa here before she can take her place as the Queen of Obelisk Blue. If she's not able to, then it's going to be a little bit more of a... specific determination based on how the Junko versus Asuka did in the tournament, who they faced and how well they did, to determine who is actually technically a higher rank. The Duel Academy duelists are not going to have official ranks. Remember in Domino High School, they had top 10s and they had an official ranking. Duel Academy doesn't have that. They have their titles, you know, elite for average and apprentice and all these things. So it's not like really literal in the sense that like they're going to be ranked 7th and 8th if Asuka were to lose in this game, which we definitely don't know, but I'm just going through that hypothetical. If Asuka were to lose in this game, they wouldn't be like, oh, one's ranked 7, one's ranked 8, technically in the school. But of course, as your humble host here, I would determine which of them did better and determine which of them is now the Queen of Obelisk Blue. Not that that's also not an official title either, though, right? It's something that we talk about colloquially, but there is no official Queen of Obelisk Blue title. There's only one Queen of the school, and you have to be number 1. You don't get, you know, we're not doing you can't. There's no King and Queen. It's King or Queen. So whoever's number 1 gets King or Queen. Now you could still get Princess or Prince, of course, but either way, just kind of clarifying the roles here. We talk about some of these things colloquially, but they're not real in universe, how they're officially thought about a Duel Academy, although of course again colloquially in universe they use these same terms, I would think, as well. Anyway, Asuka versus Misawa, let's make it happen. I'm so excited. 2 powerhouses. This is going to be a very exciting game, and if Asuka wins, she gets a chance to go and get revenge potentially against Kenzan, which would be fascinating. That would be fascinating. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, starting us off in game 1, we have Asuka. Show me something. And Poly turn 1 into Cyberblader is crazy. You know, a lot of times you wait until turn like 3, I guess, to summon a fusion monster because you can't really attack with it. Turn 1, obviously. So it's interesting. I mean, I guess Cyberblader has a little more insurance. Sorry, it's very, I think it's kind of gross. I'm sorry, guys. I drink coffee before I do these. I drink, you know, a lot of water and stuff. So I end up, anyway. Sorry. Cyberblader has a little more insurance than other fusions that you would summon turn 1 because he can't be destroyed by battle as long as he has 1 monster, or generally if he has 2, that's basically also true. The problem is he can still be destroyed by card effects, and then if this is destroyed by card effects, you didn't get a chance to even attack with it, and in exchange, he is now taken out the rest of your you know, you're now -3, and it's not good. So, and there it is, Dark Core. Now, he did have to discard for it, but it's not great. Oh my god, and an Ocean Keeper and a Cranium Fish. So now we have I mean, look at that. They are now equal in advantage here, but it's looking a lot better for Misawa. Now, if she's able to get around this thing, oh, Premature Burial. That's, oh, Dude, that's so sad. Oh my god, Premature Burial never goes off here. They always have the out for that, and that's what I mean about these quick plays being so important. Oh, wow. A really super risky play from Misawa there. Just 1 second. There's a few things I want to pause and catch up on here. First thing, the reason she went Cyberblader turn 1 is because Premature Burial was in hand. So even if it did get destroyed by card effect, on the off chance that he had that, she had the extra insurance of Premature Burial. Now, unfortunately, he Dark Cored that Cyberblader, so it couldn't come back. And even if he hadn't Dark Cored it, he had the Dust Tornado face down, unfortunately. Now, on to the next play that Misawa just made. Wild, wild. Now, you know what? Actually, I don't disagree with it. I think I don't disagree with it. I understand it. The point is, DD Warrior Lady is attacking into that Cranium Fish, and you want to Book of Moon it because if you can draw a water monster, this is back to where we were with that Kagurazaka duel. If he draws a water monster off the top, that could determine the entire game right now. The entire game might rest on drawing a water monster. If you don't draw a water monster, you've just wasted your Book of Moon, and that DD Warrior Lady will be able to banish you anyway. Now, the question of whether it was a good play either way, it makes sense because Cranium Fish is the last card that you have. So if you're going to play towards your 1 out of having a water monster on the top of your deck, it's not a horrible out to play off of. Of course, you also have 3 Fossil Dig. Any of those can search a water monster. So it's a pretty decent chance. I would say probably over a 50% chance at this point to draw one. So you just have to get lucky. And let's roll that dice, baby. Flip that coin. What do we have? Flip it. Has the water monster. Last time he did not. This time he did. So lucky. And there's Sakuretsu armor. But you gotta respect Misawa for playing to his outs. There was basically 1 out to that situation that left him in a decent position, and he played to it, and he got rewarded for playing to it. You know, what do they say? Luck rewards those who are prepared for the luck. I don't remember. There's a much better quote by that from that, but I think it's Machiavelli or whatever. But unfortunately, Sakuretsu armor did stop the Cranium Fish anyway, and then swords came down, but she didn't have a way to push that, and then he had to pass, and then oops. Oh, I just saw his hand. He has 7 colored fish, but he doesn't want to summon because of Cyber Gymnast. So getting in little by little with the Cyber Gymnast here, protected by swords. You gotta love these swords kind of resetting the duel, allowing them each to kind of draw a little bit of cards and like get back into the game with some interesting plays here. We'll see how that plays out. Now she searches for Warrior Lady. Allegro tool on the pinpoint guard. That pinpoint guard would have been so good. Now that there's no now that there's no swords, you can summon that 7 colored fish and get it on the Warrior Lady. It's kind of sussy, right? As we did see before in the previous duel with Asuka, it's not always great to attack into these Warrior Ladies. The decent thing is, even though Cyberblader can destroy you, she does have discard, and apparently she didn't want to, so you did play around that. Okay, now go to Hydrogeddon here. This is good. Misawa is suddenly back in a pretty good position here. Hydrogeddon into Warrior Lady, into another Hydrogeddon. The problem is you can't destroy Cyber Gymnast, but that's okay. Again, you're not as afraid of that effect going off because she doesn't want to discard the few cards that she has. Now, the thing that's a little scary about that, of course, is that means she has probably pretty good cards. Tributing for Cyber Prima is potentially good. It is good. He has no way to stop it. Okay. Man, this is so anybody's game right now. What a great game. Akashic Record drawing 2, and he goes into Wall of Disruption. Now, the Ocean Keeper gets destroyed because it has already been played this game. Now, oh my god, so good from Asuka. You see the Wall of Disruption from Akashic Record. Like, how unlucky is it that out of all the cards that you draw that get shown to her? I mean, how many cards has he drawn this game? So many, right? Oops, I didn't mean to look off his deck there. He's drawn so many cards this game, and he happened to, when he drew the Wall of Disruption, it was the one time that she could see his draw, and she had the MST to actually stop it. Very unlucky for Misawa there. That was like the perfect counter, and unfortunately, he just didn't have anything for it. Now, we do know that's a Magic Jammer face down. Command Knight coming down. Torrential Tribute. Angel Blast. Okay, let's see it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The Angel Blast. Wow. On the Torrential Tribute. I forgot he even had this card. He hasn't played it in a little while. Man, that Angel Blast is amazing. It reminds you of Anzu in Duelist Kingdom, right? It really does. Magic Jammer on the Rhoda is tough here, but you kind of have to do it because you lose if he has another monster, and she does have another monster. But Power Frame, hold on. We're not out of this game just yet. The Power Frame. Oh, you know why you Rhoda there? Is because of Command Knight. That's why you Rhoda. If she Rhodas into that next Command Knight, you are in trouble. So Magic Jammering, you discard the Water Dragon. As I've said before, it's like the best card to basically discard in the deck because it can still be special summoned from graveyard. But man, wow. Okay, Oxygeddon. This is like not bad. The problem is, oh, he's crashing. Not a bad play. Okay, here's the thing. I think the crash, I support it. It's really risky, but at this point, you know, you're playing to your outs because you could just lose the game at any moment. Here's the thing. You can never get over Command Knight while Cyber Prima's on the field, right? At this point, I think the best move is to just take advantage of the tie and just attack into Cyber Prima and hope and pray that she doesn't draw something to get over Oxygeddon next turn. Because the thing is, if she drew another Command Knight right here, right, she would win. But if he didn't crash and she drew another Command Knight, she would win anyway. So it's not that bad. Let's see. A DD Warrior Lady. That's it. That's it. That's it. Oh my God. Misawa is out of there. Wow. Okay, no, sorry. That was still game one. Wow. Wow. An incredible game one there. Just from, wow. That was like so back and forth. Really good game. I honestly forgot that was still game one because it went on for so long and had so many ups and downs. I mean, that's the same game. This is the same game where she played Cyberblader turn one. Remember that? And he banished it. Like that feels like it was a lifetime ago. God, I can't believe we're still watching the same game. These are two absolute power players today. And Asuka barely came out on top in game one, but it can really go either way. Let's see how it goes. All right, Misawa starting us off with a Mother Grizzly face down and a set card. Let's see it. Asuka. DD Warrior Lady. Getting on the Mother Grizzly. Probably not going to use the effect here. Yeah, I didn't expect you to. Ocean's Keeper. You know what that means. He is going into his boss monster, the Cranium Fish. His mini boss, I mean. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, yeah, he is. He is. Okay, 7-color fish to get rid of the DD Warrior Lady. You love that if you're Misawa, because then you get to keep your Cranium Fish and get in directly. Asuka, show me something. Show me something. Show me something. Uh-oh. Wait. Ooh, that's really bad. Especially bad because Cranium Fish, right? Like, it's already bad to not have anything to play. But to play the face-down card against a Cranium Fish, you know he's got a water monster. He's got 4 cards in hand. Oh, you fumbled. Oh my God, what is that hand? You know what? I bet she's playing towards her Cyberblader. She's hoping to draw Cyberblader here. Lightning Vortex. Oh my God. Magic Jammer. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Fusion Sword Murakami Blade is not enough here. Not enough. Not enough. Any monster takes it. This game is over. Any monster takes it from Misawa. No, he doesn't have one. Oh my God. Not over yet. Not over yet. Wow, the Magic Jammer on the Lightning Vortex. Amazing. Blade Skater in face-up defense position to protect. Yeah, she had all these Blade Skaters. She was probably waiting for that Cyberblader, and now she does not. She's not able to get it. She just has to play towards not losing. And Misawa still doesn't draw another monster. Oh my God. Any monster takes it again. Any monster. Fossil Dig. There it is. Misawa takes game 2 in 11 turns. A very, very fast game. Not at all like the first one. And now we are 1-1. Anybody could take it here. Wow. Anybody could take it. Anybody could take it. Oh my God. Asuka. Graceful Charity in turn 1. Drawing 3. Sending 2 polys. Okay, so we're probably not going to see a Cyberblader this game unless she had a 3rd poly in hand, which would be crazy. Hydra get on into command. I mean, if you do have 3 polys in hand, then you do want to go. Then Graceful Charity is like the best card. Uh-oh. Rhoda into. Oh no, not Command Knight. She had 3 polys in hand. Oh my God. Now, I mean, just think about that for a second, right? Because like, how unlucky is it to draw 3 polys, and then how lucky is it for that to also be the hand where you draw Graceful? And you're like, guess what? I already know exactly what my 2 discard targets are. I mean, that is really, really lucky. Thing is, even if she didn't have the Cyberblader play there, she did have the ability to Rhoda into Command Knight. She chose Cyberblader instead, and let's see if it pays off. I mean, Cyberblader is just really, really good. So it's great. It feels great if you're Asuka here. The thing is, because Cyberblader requires, of course, you know, poly and 2 materials, if Misawa is able to get rid of that Cyberblader, he's in a pretty good position here. Back to square one. Okay. Now he does have to discard for this Fossil Dig. Okay. Hydra Get On is great here. Are you going to float, Asuka? Are you going to float? She is going to float, allowing him to float twice with Hydra Get On. You know what? You kind of have to float, right? Because if you don't, this last Hydra Get On can crash into Command Knight. Oh my God. Wow. Suddenly Misawa is just like super back, right? Now let's see. How does this float end? I can't like play it out in my mind well. Oh, but okay, Blade Skater. Interesting. Oh, you already had another Hydra Get On. Okay. You should have just gone straight into Blade Skater, right? Because then, I mean, it wouldn't really make a difference, but then, yeah, I think that was a little bit of a misplay, but it doesn't really matter that much. I forgot that Command Knight, yeah. Blade Skater is great here, actually. It's really, really good. Command Knight going to defense mode, and Misawa is suddenly in a bit of a tough position again. Yeah, you want to crash here, not only because Blade Skater could be... No, all 3 polys are engraved, never mind. You want to crash here, though, still, because Command Knight, you want to be able to eventually get rid of that. And she summons Cyber Prima. You don't love to get rid of Command Knight here, but you kind of have to, because you got to get rid of that Hydra Get On. Setting the Ocean's Keeper and a face-down card. Now, if he has... he will be floating into Cranium Fish next turn. Not floating. Oh, Allegro Tool. MST destroys Angel Blast. Okay, you kind of love getting that off the field. Now, like I said, Ocean's Keeper can search Cranium Fish. Command Knight gets in directly. If he has like another Ocean's... it's tough here, right? He doesn't have a lot. Premature Burial. You contribute this... Right, this is what... You contribute this for Cranium Fish, but at what... For what, right? I mean... Oh, Fusion Sword. That's it. That's game. Oh my God. Misawa goes down in top 8 of the Duel Academy tournament against Asuka Tenjoin. Really could have gone either way there. Wow. A great, great back and forth. But unfortunately, Asuka was able to take it in the 3rd game. And now we are at our top 6. Tyra, Kagurazaka, Kenzan, Asuka. Oh, wow. The genetic experiments now have to fight. This is very interesting. The ultimate brawn versus the ultimate brain. Who will take it? God. Kagurazaka in top 6, he has been a force, man. I think that even in winner's bracket, we didn't really get to... I'm kind of surprised that he got all the way here. Did not seem like he was going to be this strong, but he is. Now, My guess, but again, I actually underestimated him last round and said that Junko was going to beat him. So, you know, don't trust me. I'm clearly an untrustworthy narrator. But Kagurazaka, I don't see taking it from Tyra. I think that Tyra has a little bit too much sauce, but we'll just see. We don't know. We don't know. Starting us off in game 1, we have Tyra with the face down monster. Let me guess, it's a giant rat. Royal Magic Library, turn 1, and then Graceful Charity, sending Horn of the Unicorn and Stern Mystic. Swords Revealing Light, that's another spell. You got a third spell, you do not. Swords reveals the giant rat, as we guessed. And okay, Tyra's just gonna sit on this giant rat. I mean, man, no one like Tyra can just sit on one giant rat and be like, do something. I dare you to. I triple dog dare you. Jar Turtle. Now, he might have been saving that Jar Turtle to actually draw the Jar of Greed, which means we might see a Jar of Greed coming down right now. Now, luckily, Dark Red Enchanter is here, the strongest monster in Kagurazaka's deck. Getting on that Jar Turtle and Jar of Greed, drawing 2 here. Okay. Drawing 1 here, and that's Muka Muka coming down. Now, oh, but Swords of Revealing Light is slightly too big. Oh no, any spell takes it. Oh my god, you love this, right? Any spell is able to means that you can defeat Muka Muka. So he discards Ushioni and back to the front to search for Pot of Greed, which, hey, you love Pot of Greed in general. You get to get those 2 discards back and then some, but also you get your Dark Red Enchanter up to 26. A great play for when you don't have a spell to proc Dark Red Enchanters increase. And, oh my god, another draw from Royal Magic Library. What an amazing play. That was a great, great play. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, like such an interesting, unique usage of the legend, and that is why he is the legend. An absolute genius. Now, of course, let's not forget who we're playing against. At any moment, we can get an absolute bomb come down with Enraged Muka Muka, but the strategic plays of Kagurazaka are not going to be destroyed. That are not going to be stopped that easily. Old Vindictive Magician destroys Enraged Muka Muka. Rogue Doll getting in directly. Now, no face downs. If he has like a premature burial or something, he's feeling pretty good. Is this going to be the beginning of a chain? It is, because, well, not quite, but it's going to be Giant Rat into Enraged Muka Muka, and suddenly he's back at it again, and he's going to go into Old Vindictive Magician here. Pot of Avarice. Oh, my God. Oh, he's going to go and attack Old Vindictive here just so that he can do a ton of damage. Usually you attack Rogue Doll. Oh, and then an extra draw, and then an extra set. Okay, okay. Usually you go Rogue Doll just because, you know, oh, DD Warrior is tough here, but you do it because you have to. Okay, yeah, and he's going for big damage here. The double Good Goblin Housekeeping. He's like, you can banish me, but you're going to take a ton of damage in the process. Yeah, like in both of those plays, against the Old Vindictive Magician and against the DD Warrior, Tyra is just going for as much damage as possible to put him very low, and then maybe just take the game with one big move here. Now, Jar Turtle and a face down, we know what this is. It's going to be a Jar of Greed. Setting 2 there from Kagurazaka. Let's see it. Jar of Greed coming down +2 here, and going for Enraged Muka Muka for potentially game, and there it is. Oh my gosh, wow. You knew that was coming. I almost feel like you should have put Rogue Doll in defense mode there, just to predict that, because yeah, wow, wow, wow. Those life point plays paid off, and now Tyra has taken game 1 from Kagurazaka. Kagurazaka played a great game with some really good plays, but he just wasn't good enough. Okay, starting us off, we have Kagurazaka with the Rogue Doll coming down, Helping over for combat. Okay, not going to crash here. I support this, I suppose. But it means you contribute. Yeah, contribute for Ushioni. I'm not sure about this play. Maybe if you were going to summon that, you might as well have crashed anyway. But it really doesn't matter that much. Smashing Ground feels good here. Jar Turtle. Okay, he doesn't have a Jar of Greed. He's just summoning this because he has nothing else. Smashing Ground. Okay, I see your Smashing Ground, and I give you one in return. Lucky Iron Axe on the Rogue Doll getting in for 2,100 here. Tyra has a very slow start here. One of the slowest that we've seen so far from him in the tournament. Shard of Greed feels good, but only if you can live for 2 more turns, which based on how it's going so far, I feel like you can. This probably isn't a giant rat, because if it was, he would have played it earlier, because he definitely just drew Shard of Greed last turn, or he would have played that earlier. So, loving giant rat. If you can draw a giant rat, you're feeling good here. You get an extra chance. Oh, did he banished, you know, one thing about this Savage ability, you basically, I feel like if I would have looked back and look closely at how he used this every time, this is probably going to be the case. I feel like you basically never banish monsters with this effect, because you can use it whenever. It really is a very low barrier to entry as long as you have 3 cards in the graveyard. But if you use it on monsters, then that might turn off a Pot of Avarice in the future. So instead, you usually want to just wait until you get 3 spells and traps in the graveyard and use it then. But he feels a little desperate, so he's going to go ahead and use it now for an extra draw, even if that means turning off a potential Pot of Avarice in the future. And you know what we have not seen this match at all is Convulsion of Nature, and oh, Morphing Jar is so good here. I was going to say this could be the end of Tyra, because Old Vindictive Magician next turn means that if he sets again, then he could just go ahead and lose immediately. Morphing Jar means that this is anybody's game. Shard of Greed, +2, Upstart Goblin. I think it's time for the chains, baby. The Goblin Housekeeping, this is it. This is it. Final Destiny and Magic Jammer. Oh my god. Dude, wow. Out of this, oh my god, this tournament, we have now seen two times where, I mean, Who knew? I mean, right, Final Destiny actually doesn't even have problem-solving card text. It doesn't even tell you that discarding 5 is a cost, but that is the second time the Magic Jammer... Oh my god, it was actually by Kagurazaka too, right? If you remember, against Misawa, he used Magic Jammer on the Bonding H2O, and it is very similar to this right here. Using Magic Jammer after your opponent goes all in on a big card that has a big cost is so tough, but now Pot of Avarice can go off, which feels pretty good here. Convulsion of Nature... Archfiend's Oath, there it is. Oh my god, oh my god. It's just like when he did this against the Miracle Fusion earlier. Archfiend's Oath and seeing the Monster Reborn is pretty terrifying. Now, luckily, Giant Rat is exactly what you wanted to see on the top of your deck. He had Monster Reborn, but you know what? You're feeling pretty happy with your Giant Rat. Now, unlike in a lot of these games, right, he only has 3 cards in hand. And Rage Mukumuka is still strong, but it's not that strong. So, oh, an Old Vindictive. No, this is game. He had Old Vindictive face down. As I said last turn, I forgot about that original prediction, which is that an Old Vindictive is good enough for him to win the game by itself. And just like that, Kagurazaka wins game 2. We're going to game 3. We've had a lot of game 3s lately. And guys, you know I love a game 3. You know I love a game 3. You know I love a game 3. Hyra starting us off with Upstart Goblin, drawing 1 card. Let's see what else. Mukumuka coming down. And a bunch of... Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay, interesting. Usually don't set and play Mukumuka, so he's got some strats here. Jar of Greed. Oh, double Jar of Greed. That's what it was. Okay, okay. I mean, I get that this is like, oh, I can use Jar of Greed as a battle trap, which is like pretty fun. But also, I don't know, if you just didn't set them, you could have just maybe waited for a Jar Turtle. I don't know, it's probably the right play. Who cares? Getting in big here with the Mukumukas and then setting another face down. And I'm going to guess that is also a draw spell. Blackland Fire Dragon getting on the Mukumuka. MST on the Horn of the Unicorn. Magic Jammer again. Oh my god, that Magic Jammer is doing a lot of work here. And okay, Blackland Fire Dragon is able to get over the Mukumuka. I'm still feeling like this is a major Tyra friendly game right now. Tyra is looking real good. Kagurazaka is getting lower and lower on resources. All he's got is a Blackland Fire Dragon. He loses his next draw because of Horn of the Unicorn. Kagurazaka, I mean, Tyra has 6 cards in hand and only will be getting more as the game goes on. This is looking pretty over. Now, you know, Apprentice Magician is like the perfect card to draw after I say that. Pot of Greed into Convulsion of Nature, into Archfiend's Oath, into double Archfiend's Oath. Oh my god, I didn't even think about this. You can do it twice. Jar Turtle and Shrink going into the hand. Oh my god, the double Archfiend's Oath is crazy. And what does he have on top of the deck? A Stern Mystic? Who cares? Oh, but he is going to be able to shuffle his deck with Apprentice Magician. So, going into Apprentice Magician. And, of course, going into Apprentice Magician. Now, do we attack that last monster? Honestly, at this point, we do just because you don't want swords on the field. Now, Magician of Faith is going to allow him to get back... What? Oh, he must have a spell in hand that he's planning to put into the graveyard. Oh, the Legend. Swords of Revealing Light. Okay. Bold move. Okay, no, you know what? He already had Old Vindictive engraved. That's why. Wait, did he just... Oh, no. He already had Old Vindictive in hand. That's why he went into Magician of Faith. He didn't have any spells engraved and wasn't planning on getting any spells engraved, but he couldn't float into Old Vindictive. So instead, this is a tough play, right? You could have put yourself in a position where it was like Monster Reborn or Pot of Greed or something like that in order to make Magician of Faith live. But instead, he went for what he felt was a safer play by using swords, which means that if Magician of Faith does get flipped somehow, you still won't be able to get its effect off. The problem with this is, because you went for swords, any MST, any Dust Tornado, takes... Oh my god, it's MST on top. Oh no, you might as well surrender now. Tyra takes game 3 from Kagurazaka, as long as he can play one of his face down cards, which I'm guessing he can, right? He didn't... Yeah, there it is. There it is. Is he going to try to like go off, go crazy, or is he just going to call? Yeah, okay. He's not going to bore us with those details. Unfortunately, just like that, Tyra is moving into top 4, and boom, amazing. And just like that, Tyra Takayama is moving into top 4 of the Duel Academy tournament, just like he was in the winner's bracket. Now, the question is, Asuka versus Kenzan is going to tell us if we have the same top 4 as the winner's bracket. If we do, that would be crazy. Asuka, I'm very excited to see her try to get revenge against Kenzan. This is very, very interesting, very juicy, very, very interesting details here. And I bet that the two of them, I'm curious to see how their relationship is developed. It's like, it's giving rivals. It's giving rivals, right? A little bit. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I gotta say, it feels so good to see Kenzan back again because, man, didn't he give us the best games? Like, consistently, Kenzan's games were the best. So let's see. It's great to have you back, buddy. All right, Warrior Lady of the Wasteland getting in on the Giant Rat and coming up against that big Giant Rat butt. Giant Rat, what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Kenzan, show me something interesting. Okay, double Giant Rat. You know what? That's totally fine. Getting in on the Warrior Lady of the Wasteland and floating into another Warrior Lady of the Wasteland. Are you going to attack here? Yeah, I don't think you should. I'm glad that you didn't. That was a smart play. Let's see what you have, Asuka. Rhoda, going into Command Knight. Okay. Command Knight coming down. Oh, that's going to allow him to get over both of the Giant Rats. Not bad. Giant Rat's going to float into Black Stego. Yeah, you got to attack the other Giant Rat here, unfortunately, because that Black Stego is going to move to defense mode. Oh, Hyper Hammerhead is tough here. Now, luckily, you can't immediately get over this Command Knight because Warlord of the Wasteland is going to float into more and more monsters. But Destroyer-saurus, oh, dude. Oh, and then, you know, very interesting. He's going to use the Predator ability on Black Stego to move it up from 15 to 17, which means that he can like attack into that Warrior Lady without crashing. And that is going to mean, I think that means he's going to be able to get over. No, he can't get over Command Knight. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Going into Blade Skater here, and then Destroyer-saurus getting in on the Blade Skater. Man, Asuka, you are in trouble here. What do you have? Rhoda. Oh, Rhoda. That's a great. Okay, now Command Knight lock is out. Fusion Sword Murakami Blade means that she can get over the Destroyer-saurus. Now, you don't want to attack that Hyper Hammerhead, of course. Hyper Hammerhead is pretty tough here. But all you need is one more monster to attack next. Oh, Smashing Ground. Oh, my God. And now, oh, no. Oh, no. That Smashing Ground is tough, man. He sets a Baby Ceresaurus and a face-down card. Premature Burial. Okay. Are we going to finally see Premature Burial go off? That thing has always been stopped. Cyber Prima to destroy Jurassic World, and that means you can get over Black Stego without any problems. Problem is that Hyper Hammerhead can still get over you, and you don't have any face downs. Asuka is looking really bad right now. Earthquake. Oh, Earthquake. Oh my God. And with the Predator, that's going to get over Cyber Prima without forcing his Hyper Hammerhead to die. Very good play there. Now, Cyber 2-2 to attack the... I guess, man. That is a desperate play, but it worked out, I guess. You destroy the Berry Ceresaurus, meaning he won't be able to tribute that for a Dark Triceratops or anything. Getting in with the Hyper Hammerhead. Asuka is in real trouble here. This Hyper Hammerhead is very strong. Warrior Returning Alive is not bad. Command Knight getting in on the face down Archaeonyx. Now, we know Hyper Hammerhead can make you go back to the hand, but it will die in the process, so... Sabersaurus! Oh, that's so good for Kenzan here. Hyper Hammerhead. Oh, dude, Kenzan is crushing her, man. She just does not have what it takes here. She just doesn't have it. She just doesn't have it. Setting a face down, and there it is. She surrenders. Kenzan takes game one. The overwhelming might of Kenzan might just be too much for Asuka. Setting a face down monster and activating Swords of Revealing Light. And Predator, drawing one. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see it. Let's see it. Giant Rat again, and a face down card. That Hyper Hammerhead was really oppressive last game. DD Warrior Lady coming down and hitting into the Giant Rat. Gonna let him float here, okay. And then Giant Rat, of course, going into another Giant Rat. Let's see it, Kenzan. Setting a face-down monster, a face-down card. That looks like a Black Stego down there. Interesting. Okay, I guess, yeah, I suppose this is fine. This is fine. Going another Giant Rat here. He's kind of just stalling out those turns of swords, and he's doing it really well. She doesn't really have much here, it seems. Archaeonyx face-down. And just like that, Swords is gone. Warrior Lady getting into Archaeonyx. DD Warrior Lady, both Warrior Ladies getting into Archaeonyx, I should say. Drawing, come on, Kenzan. Okay, you're gonna attack the, oh, what are we doing? Hyper Hammerhead here? For what? Oh, I guess to crash. Okay. Okay, no, I get it. You want to force the DD Warrior Lady out. Maybe you have a better monster next turn, but you didn't want to play it while DD Warrior Lady was in the field. Not a bad play, Double Black Stego here. And, oh yeah, you can't get over that Warrior Lady, actually. Now, Asuka's hand is enormous here. Now, Kenzan still has a bunch of cards, too. They're just all face down. They both have a lot of stuff, and they're both just sitting for a while. Ultimate Tyranno, that counters Warrior Lady of the Wasteland. Oh, no. Etwell Cyber, wait, you floated. Why did you float? Double Passe. Oh, man, she must have a Cyber Blader play. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. How would you know? How would you know? How would you know that this is how Ultimate Tyranno works? Right? I mean, honestly, why does it work like that? Because... So, is that Ultimate Tyranno attacked directly and then attacked Etwell Cyber and Blade Skater anyway? I get why it might still be able to attack Blade Skater, right? But I'm surprised that Ultimate Tyranno had to attack Etwell Cyber, because like it attacks all monsters they control once each. I would have thought that declaring the attack on Etwell Cyber and then making that get turned into a direct attack would have counted as the Etwell Cyber attack, but it didn't. Oh, that's so tragic. That's got to be the game. There's no way Asuka comes back from that. That's just too punishing. She did that so that she could summon Cyber Blader next turn, and she was in a really good position, but who would have known that's how that worked? I mean, how could you possibly know? It just doesn't seem like it would work that way. We're turning alive, though. Hold on. Polly. Okay, hold on. Fusion Sword Murakami Blade 1. She needs 2. Okay, no. Ooh. Okay, with the face downs and everything, this is a pretty desperate play. I guess you play that so that you don't lose as much life points. But of course, he doesn't have Fisher, he doesn't have Smashing Ground, so that's great for her. The question is, what's going to happen here? She's feeling pretty bad if I'm Asuka here. Oh, Earthquake. There it is. Now he just needs one more monster. And no, but. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, never mind. Okay, my bad. Yeah, yeah. This is pretty tough here. I don't see that. This is over. This is so over. Another poly. I mean, that's not bad. Oh, no, it's at 42 now. Allegro tool to get rid of Jurassic World. Oh, whoa. Okay. A little bit of confusing. A lot of stuff going on here. A lot of moving parts. Okay. She actually had the second Cyberblader, right? Cyber Gymnast. She summons it not to use its effect, but to be able to activate Allegro Tool. Allegro Tool gets rid of Jurassic World. Now, I know you're wondering, why did she destroy Jurassic World here? Because she's reading Survival of the Fittest. She's reading Survival of the Fittest, which would raise Ultimate Terreno's attack points by 1,000 exactly. Without Jurassic World, Survival of the Fittest doesn't do it anymore. And I gotta be honest, with 4 cards face down, that is the right read. I was absolutely reading Survival of the Fittest as well. And it works out for her that Ultimate Terreno is destroyed, and suddenly she is not completely out yet. Now, I'm still thinking it's a big Kenzan game here with 4 face down cards. I mean, what do you do against that? But, I mean, it's working out well right now. Cyberblader gets in. Command Knight gets in. No way. No way. Are we watching the march back? Are we watching Asuka march back into this game? No way. Smashing ground to destroy Command Knight, but that Cyberblader is looking good. You know what else is good is that, oh my god, good thing he destroyed that Command Knight. Holy crap. 2 of Kenzan's most important monster destruction is Smashing Ground and Fissure. While she's got Cyber Gymnast on the field, and Command Knight, I guess, Fissure and Smashing Ground, Cyberblader is protected against Fissure and Smashing Ground while these 2 are on the field. And that's 2 of his most important forms of removal. So you're feeling really good about that if you're Asuka. 16, 25. What are his face downs? Oh my god. Oh my god. He needs a monster. Just one monster, I think. Sabersaurus. Like, show me Sabersaurus, brother. Oh my god. She actually comes back in game 2. Look at this. Oh my god. He just needed a monster. Survival of the Fittest would be live at that point. Oh my god. Look at all these dead draws. Wow. I am shocked. I'm shocked that he lost this. Wow. All right, well, we're going to game 3, and suddenly the board is reset. Back to square one. Asuka can win this. I mean, there was the middle of this game. It was like Asuka cannot win this. But now that we're back to square one, it could happen. It could happen. 2 amazing competitors. And I got to say, I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it in their eyes. Rivals and maybe even friends. Graceful Charity, drawing 3, sending 2. Command Knight, Swords of Revealing Light coming down on the Giant Rat into another Giant Rat. Okay. Man, what a game. Wow. Okay. Drawing here. Sabersaurus and Giant Rat flips with defense mode and Swords of Revealing Light. It's 1 turn gone. Going into War Lady of the Wasteland, and okay, we're just gonna try to get through these Giant Rats. I would have maybe gone into Hyper Hammerhead here. No, because of Swords of Revealing Light. Yeah. No, Giant Rat was the move there. And then into another into a Hyper Hammerhead. Destroyosaurus for Jurassic World. That prevents your Hyper Hammerhead from dying by battle with Command Knight. It's pretty good, unless she has another Command Knight. She doesn't. Okay. Very lucky that she doesn't have another Command Knight there. Okay. A little bit of a standstill here, but swords are gone. So, Cyber Prima to destroy Jurassic World. Feeling really good about that if you're Asuka. Getting in on the Hyper Hammerhead. And does he have Survival of the Fittest? He does have Amber Pitfall. Okay, yeah. Switching that Cyber Prima to defense mode. And that's going to allow Sabersaurus to walk right over it. We still haven't seen Dark Triceratops. I was going to say, after this long, he's got like 3 of these guys in his deck. We knew that was... Oh, but Sakuretsu armor. Okay, hello. That's a really great play from Asuka there. She's feeling really good. Command Knight getting in. Oh, Amber Pitfall means Cyber Prima can't go back to attack one. I forgot about that. Okay. Kenzan, show me something. Fossil Dig is great here. Sabersaurus now can get over the Cyber Prima. The only thing you're afraid of is if there's another Command Knight in hand. Oh, Survival of the Fittest means you can actually destroy that Command Knight. A great play from Kenzan. Wow. Edge of our seat here. Lightning Vortex. It feels kind of bad to have to... Uh-oh, MST. Etoile Cyber. Fusion Sword Murasame Blade. That is 2,600. And Etoile Cyber is looking real strong. I mean, wow, just look at that. You have to Lightning Vortex this thing because it's just so strong. You have no other way to out it. And, you know, you kind of, it takes basically all your resources, but you're feeling good about the play, right? You have to lose Lightning Vortex, but with the MST on the face down, you make sure that Etoile Cyber can get in big with Murasame Blade, and now it is a 2,600 beater. Even requires a Dark Triceratops to crash with Kenzan's effect here. So this is like your last stand if you're Asuka here, right? And what does Kenzan have? A Smashing. I was just thinking Smashing Ground or Fissure does do it. Oh no, Asuka. Oh my god. The Smashing Ground and the Fissure. The 1 copy of each, and they've just done so much work for Kenzan today. Setting a face down monster for Asuka here, and show me something. Show me something. Black Stego into Command Knight. Oh my god, she had the Command Knight in hand, and suddenly, again, the duel is back. It's pendulum back to being anybody's game. Yeah, shuffle that into the deck, please. It is a horrible card. Show me a Dark Triceratops. Doesn't have it. Okay, gets into Blade Skater. Okay. Okay. You still can't get over the Black Stego. Okay, setting a face down card. Oh my god, they're just gathering the resources back up for another round of explosive plays, potentially. Setting a face down. Uh-oh. DD Warrior. Oh, Lego Tool on the face down. Uh-oh. 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 DD Warrior Lady to banish these Black Stego and then get in big with Command Knight, Blade Skater, Dude, Kenzan. Kenzan, whoa. Okay, you got to shuffle the Dark Triceratops back into the deck. Fisher to stop the Command Knight. That's a great... Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, wait, no. That's not quite enough yet. No, it's... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Asuka takes it. Oh, my God. But... Oh, dude. Wow. Wow. I mean, really, right? Like, amazing how these two are so equally matched. And you got to thank Kenzan, right, for giving us another amazing game. I mean, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Just so much fun. So much fun. And I feel... You got to feel bad for Kenzan, right? Because... He took game one here, right? I think Asuka just had to win 2 in a row. He took game one, and he was looking really good in game 2. And doesn't that remind you of the... I think that's what happened in the Magic... No, the game 2 was different. But it's the same thing as the match against the Kaiser. He takes game 1 and then loses 2 and 3. And funny enough, that's the same thing that he did to Junko, right? Junko took game 1 and was really close to winning game 2, and then Kenzan came back and then won game 3. So it's just like a bunch of competitors that are all just very, very close to power level, and so many of these games could just go either way. I mean, so many times in that match, I was like, I really thought it was going to go to one player, and then it just pendulums back and forth and back and forth. But just like that, Kenzan loses to Asuka, and Asuka, after losing early to Kenzan, has marched her way back, not just into top 4 of the Academy, not just into the Queen of Obelisk Blue, but very specifically earning her honor back by beating Kenzan, who put her back down here in the first place. I mean, that is incredible for Asuka. But now, she is not done. She has not proved her dominance over the genetic experiments yet. She has to beat Taira Takayama. And Taira Takayama has been a force today. A force, only having lost so far to Judai Yuki. Very exciting. Let's see how it goes. All right, starting us off in game 1, we have Taira playing the Upstart Goblin. Draw 1, give 1,000 life points. Jar Turtle, let me guess, it's a Jar of Greed face down, and if it is, you're feeling really good if you're Taira. Command Knight coming down. Fusion Sword Mirror Sami Blade is great here. Hit over that Jar Turtle, but let me guess. Yes, Jar of Greed. So he gets a +2, a +1, technically, off of it, and that's feeling pretty good. Okay, Smashing Ground. Oh, man. Asuka's eternal rival. Muka Muka getting in here, and the giving him an extra draw with his ability, but Sakuretsu Armor stops it. Here's the problem, though, right? Look at this. Sakuretsu Armor feels good there. Of course, you want to hit that Muka Muka. It's pretty strong. Problem is, you didn't have to use it on an enraged Muka Muka. You used it on his baby mode. This isn't even his final form. And look at the card advantage here. 6 to 3, and it's only going to widen. Asuka, I would say you're in trouble. Taira is just an absolute house. You're going to have to do something to get you out of the situation. DD Warrior Lady getting in, attacking directly for 15. Okay. Let's see it. Drawing 1 off the Shard of Greed. Not off the Shard of Greed, but getting a counter on Shard of Greed. Setting a face-down monster. The question is, if he's got giant rats, do you banish them? I think you do. It go either way because, you know, if he goes into Rage Muka Muka, you could just attack and banish that. But you lose life points, and maybe he fishers or something. You know, it's tough either way. I think the downside, of course, of using it on giant rat is if he's able to get it out anyway, then you don't have DD Warrior Lady anymore. But I think it's probably right to use it on giant rat. Anyway, he's just doing lots of draw chains as he does. Second Command Knight, maybe. Oh my god, Poly with 3 cards in hand for Cyberblader. Okay. That's feeling really good if you're Asuka. 16 getting in here. Okay, Asuka, you're not looking bad. Problem is, if he's got anything to stop you here, he can probably... You have so little cards, right? Final Destiny. Oh my god. And there it is. Oh my god. And look at that. Taira was able to discard 5 cards for Final Destiny and still be +2 up over Asuka. That's just how much of a force he is. It's unbelievable. Wow. Oh man, the Final Destiny. You love to see it. Giant Rat getting in and setting a face down card. Is this the beginning of Taira's comeback for this duel? Future Fusion is pretty good here. Just depends. Good Goblin Housekeeping. Let's see. Drawing 2. Oh my god, drawing 3. And then Upstart Goblin. And MST on the Future Fusion. Damn. Future Fusion foiled again. That card has been foiled a decent amount today. Setting a face down card. And DD Warrior Lady getting in. And let me guess, you're going to banish it? Banish it. Yeah. I do think that's probably the right play. Come on. What do we have? Taira getting in with Helping Robot for combat. Not going to let him get a draw. You have to destroy a monster for that, but that's okay. Asuka. setting a Cyber Gymnast. It's feeling pretty good if you're Asuka to set the Cyber Gymnast right there. And never mind. No, it's not. Now you kind of wish you had not set it because you could summon it next turn and discard to destroy. Now, of course, he does set a card that's Enraged Muka Muka is looking pretty weak, but I'm guessing that this is one of Tyra's secret ploys to use a draw spell as a battle trap. Don't get to hear that very often. A draw spell as a battle trap. Draw spell or trap, of course, but you know, draw spell is a term of art. You get what I'm saying. Okay, Enraged Muka, just like how battle trap is sometimes a spell. You know, it's a term of art. Anyway, Enraged Muka Muka, oh no, Asuka, you just, no, not like this. Okay, we're Lady of the Wasteland is good here. Okay, we're holding on, we're holding on. He doesn't have any way to push the advantage, which feels really good because any monster could have potentially taken the duel depending on the order he attacked in there. She goes into Blade Skater is interesting. Does she have? Oh my God, she has it. She has it. She has it. MST on the face down. It's Polly into Cyber Blader. But the question is, what are you gonna? Oh, okay. Oh no, MST. Oh no. Oh no. No, this is game because he can just attack now. Fissure just to make her feel even worse. And there it is. Tyra takes game one. Really good back and forth. I mean, wow. The Cyber Blader with the last like 3 cards there and then the Swords of Revealing Light. I mean, it was a great last play. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. I mean, how much does Asuka have to put into getting a Cyber Blader out? And how much does Tyra have to put into getting an Enraged Muka Muka out? It's just not even fair. Not even fair. Okay, starting us off in game 2, Asuka setting a Command Knight. Okay, come on, Tyra, what do you have? Upstart Goblin, drawing 1,000 life points. Pot of Greed, drawing 2 more. Setting 2 cards face down. Okay, he doesn't have... Oh, wow. This is your chance, Asuka. You got to do everything right now. You got to kill him. You got to kill him as fast as possible. He has nothing. He has no Giant Rat and no Muka Mukas and no way to draw into them. I mean, what could possibly be his hand? Okay, setting a face down, that's got to be a Giant Rat. No, if it was, he probably would have just attacked. Oh, Avatar of the Pot. Oh my God. Dude, this might be the first time ever that we've seen Tyra like completely brick. He's completely bricked. Premature Burial. Okay. Into Avatar of the Pot. What do you have? A Pot of Greed? Oh no, Tribute for Enraged Muka Muka, of course. And then drawing an extra card off the skill. Okay. Tyra is, I mean, come on, anything takes it. Come on, Asuka, you have 6 cards in hand. You gotta be able to take this. DD Warrior Lady, that does it. Draw Greed ain't nothing. You got nothing, brother. That's the game. Wow, okay. I would like to say, oh man, these competitors are so equal. They're going back and forth. This is the first time we've seen in the entire tournament Tyra fully just completely dead drew there. He had a horrible hand and he drew into even worse cards. So, I mean, look, it's anybody's game in game 3, but I think Tyra is, based on how game 1 went, I think Tyra is still the clear favorite here. Let's see how it goes. I'm, of course, rooting for Asuka. Huge Asuka fan here. So, hopefully, she wins, but we'll see. Okay, Tyra, show me something. In turn 1, you're going to play Upstart Goblin, drawing 1. And Upstart Goblin, drawing 1 more draw spell, and you get 2, 4 sets. Oh my God, let me get, if it was like, what if it's like 3 Draw Greeds? That'd be crazy, right? 1, 2? Okay, 2 is still insane. Wow. And now he can use his skill because he has 3 in the grave. Convulsion of Nature and Archfiend's Oath already. Oh my God, dude. Asuka. I just don't see it, girl. I just don't see it. This is just, I mean, God, he's so strong. Going into Cyber Gymnast here. And it's Cyber. Graceful Charity. Drawing 3. Sending 2. Future Fusion. Cyber Gymnast is, yeah, that's decent. Okay, that's decent. Oh, MST again. I think, especially against Tyra, he draws so much that he's always going to have the out, right? He's always going to have the spell trap out. Smashing Ground is so rude there, man. Come on, that's so rude. You don't even need to do that. Actually, no. Now I get it. Yeah, that was a good play. Giant Rat getting in directly. You don't want him to. You don't want her to be able to Cyber Gymnast that Giant Rat. DD Warrior Lady is great off the top here. Setting it in case. Okay, it's a good set. You know he has a Enraged Muka Muka on the top, so even if you banish that Giant Rat, he'll just summon that. So it's a very good. What do we? Didn't you know that she drew DD Warrior Lady? What are we doing here? Command Knight is not bad. Command Knight in attack mode. Oh, this is not bad. Okay. Oh no, this is bad because you're forced to this was the whole reason why you didn't attack Giant Rat the first time, right? Because you knew that he had Enraged Muka Muka in hand already. So even if you banish this one, he's just gonna go into the next one. So I'm not sure. I don't know what this play is, and he's got another one on the top of the deck. I mean, with that, the good news that deads the Giant Rats. I mean, they still can go into regular Muka Muka, which is still pretty damn strong. It deads the Giant Rats, but I don't know. Rhoda into Command Knight. Premature Burial. Okay, wait. Premature Burial. Command Knight. Summon another Command Knight. And suddenly the lock is up. No Shrink face down. No MSTs. Oh, but he's got Fissure on the top of the deck. This is the end of the game. This is the end of the game. This is the end of the game. It's the end of the game. How do you beat someone who has infinite resources? And then Shrink. I was going to say she lived with 100 life points, but then he has Shrink. Oh, my God. Tyra crushing Asuka in game 3 and taking his place. Well, he's not taking any place yet. He still can go on to maybe take a higher place. But Asuka has now taken her place as 4th place at Duel Academy. Beautiful, beautiful. Great work, Asuka. You are the 4th place, but you were not strong enough for Tyra. And that leaves 3 competitors left. Tyra, Judai, and of course, the Kaiser. Now, Judai and Tyra will be facing off to tell us which one of them deserves to try to take 4 out of 6 games against the Kaiser. Can either of them do it? We'll have to see. We will have to see. I'm not hopeful, but we'll see. Maybe. Okay, starting us off in game 1, we have Judai summoning Sparkman, setting a face down card. Okay. It's not a great start for Judai, right? It's a pretty uncommon. Giant Rat. Uh-oh. Giant Rat into Sparkman. Dying. Floating into Enrage Muka Muka. Enrage Muka Muka. Get in on that Sparkman. 1600. Hero signal for Bubble Man. Love to see that. Yeah, we knew it's going to be Bubble Man. You get some an extra draw 2 here. And a face down card from Tyra. Okay. I'm not gonna do any tangents about how Judai can clearly brick. I'm not gonna do any tangents. No tangents at all. None. I'm not doing any tangents. I'm not doing any of them. I'm not doing them. No. Okay, Polly, he's got it now for Wild Edge, but is that enough? Not enough. Not enough. I'm reading Soul Union. That's what I'm gonna read right now. I'm reading Soul Union. Let me see if I'm right. I'm ready to getting in. It's Soul Union. I called it for the Blade Edge. Yeah. Okay. He wasn't really. I mean, he might have been bricked for a turn or 2, but he unbricked pretty quickly. But Premature Burial is. Oh, he must have a draw spell. He must have a Jar Greed face down. Oh my God! But he drew Skyscraper off the. He's unstoppable, man. He's just unstoppable. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? He just drew Skyscraper. I mean, it might have been Jar Greed, might not. But at that point, yeah, it was Jar Greed. But he's like, why would I use this anyway? He's got Skyscraper now. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Attacking into Sparkman so that you can live the Pot of Avarice. That is the sweatiest play I've ever seen. And there it is. Oh, my God. Judai is an unstoppable beast, a force of nature. I mean, he's going against the force of nature, but man, oh, man. This rematch, it's looking like Judai might take it again. Show me something, Tyra. Show me something. Drawing 1. Upstart Goblin coming up. Here we go. Draw 1 again. Upstart Goblin again. Draw 1 again. And Jar Turtle. And 2 face down. Let's show me a Jar of Greed, please. I would love to see it. It would make me very happy. Stratos coming down. Stratos adding a Stratos. And Future Fusion. Okay. Okay, and Rage Muka Muka's coming out. He did not have any Jar of Greeds face down. Getting onto the Stratos, and nothing to stop the Future Fusion yet. Future Fusion's effect goes off, and we're going for Tempest. Oh boy, hell yeah. We have not seen that yet. Now he's gonna search. Is it Polly? Oh my God, Polly into Wild Edge. That's why he didn't go for Wild Edge. He went for Tempest. Shrink on the Wild Edge. Feels great if you are Tyra here. Now, you do have to worry about Tempest coming out, but as long as by next turn you can get above 28, you're feeling good. And you can because of your effect. Oh my God, MST on the Future Fusion. Good Goblin Housekeeping. Helping over for combat. Okay, you don't have to worry about the Tempest anymore because he destroyed Future Fusion, so you can actually summon without worrying about it. Man, oh man, that sucks for Judai. Now, we're returning live into Stratos, summoning Stratos here, searching for Clayman. Polly. What do we have? Thunder Giant? Thunder Giant, the perfect counter for Enraged Muka Muka. Oh my God, he had, like, look at that. What's that? 2 Pollys? Oh, wow. So lucky there. That is unbelievably lucky. Wow. Premature Burial, though. We're not out yet. The problem is we are left with that same position that Kronos was in before, where he had to either crash into the Thunder Giant or let it kill him next turn. So pretty tough there, but I think the crash was worth it after the Premature Burial there, just to stay in the game. Goblin Housekeeping. Now you get to draw 2 off this, right? Yeah. Convulsion. Oath. Okay, now your Jar of Greed off the top is not great. It's not what we really want to see, unless you have a Jar Turtle in hand, of course. Oh, you really don't want to see. Oh, yeah, Upstart Goblin. Okay. Ooh, Tyra's not looking good here. It's not looking good here. An emergency call for another Stratos. Are you going to use the effect to destroy spells and traps, or are you going to search? You're going to destroy spells and traps, destroy that Archfiend's Oath, make sure he cannot. Oh, and that deads his next draw. Whoa. Oh, no, but he has a Jar of Greed face down. He has a Jar of Greed face down. So it's not over yet. Oh, and he's got Giant Rat, the perfect card on top of the deck. That's perfect. The thing is, though, you can't really crash here because Enraged Muka Muka isn't strong enough. Oh my God, yeah, he's got Miracle Fusion on top of the deck. What do you do? Flame Wingman for basically game here. Yeah, for game. Flame Wingman for game. Flame Wingman for game. Judai 2 O's. Tyra Takayama. Oh no. Because Enraged Muka Muka was an original attack. It doesn't matter. This is just game. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's the game. Wow. Judai is just unstoppable. Just better than you think. He defies all expectations, defies my expectations, defies your expectations, defies everyone's expectations. And despite how overwhelmingly powerful Tyra is, Judai takes him down in 2 matches. And just like that, we are back with the grand finals. It is time for the Kaiser versus Judai. All right, and Judai starting us off with E, emergency call. Search your Bubble Man. Of course, you love to do that. Turn 1, draw 2 off the Bubble Man, and activate Future Fusion and a face down card. Feeling good about this play if you're Judai. What do you have, Kaiser? Of course, your bread and butter. Cyber Larva coming down and 2 face downs of your own. Now, Future Fusion is going to go off and send Blade Edge and Wild Heart for Wild Edge. Emergency call, searching. Is it Tempest? Is it Tempest? We haven't seen Tempest yet. Oh, it's Flame Wingman again. He always tricks me with that. Oh my god, and now Stratos can destroy. Oh, but Defusion. Wow, love that. Stratos can destroy both those face downs, but the Defusion stops it. Oh, but hitting the Metal Reflex time is pretty good there. Dude, Judai's off to a great start here. This is really good with Judai. He's got Skyscraper now. I mean, he lost his Flame Wingman, but wow, great plays here from Judai. He's looking really good. I mean, he's got to win 4 games, though. So let's just take a breath, all right? 4 games, okay? All right, Kaiser has 1 more turn to stall with his Cyber Larva, even though the Wild Edge is coming down. You just got to get these Cyber Larvas out of the deck. That's all 3. He does not have enough for Pot of Avarice. It's looking pretty bad for Kaiser here. What do we have? Cyber Dragon, Premature Burial for Cyber Larva, Iron Draw. Okay, he's trying to draw into something here, and he doesn't draw it. You could have attacked the Bubble Man, right, with Cyber Dragon? Why didn't you? What are we doing? What are we doing? You playing it safe for what? Limiter removal. Okay. For once, limiter removal is not just an immediately win the game, but it is going to get over Wild Edge, even under Skyscraper. So that feels pretty good if you're Kaiser there. Uh-oh. Do not attack that Shining Angel. Okay, good. Polly. Is it Tempest now? It's Tempest, right? Right? Yes! Okay, in the very last game, we get Tempest, and a great play from Judai here. He does send Stratos, so what this means... Oh, but it's really sussy, though. If he's got any kind of monster destruction. Any kind of monster destruction is crushing right now for Judai. But he is expecting that Kaiser might be able to get into a big monster like a Cyber End Dragon soon. So what he does is Polly's main phase 2 goes into Tempest, uses its effect. Now it cannot be destroyed by battle, and it has an extra 1,000 attack points. So, and Cyber Dragon goes down because of limiter removal. I forgot about that. So that's big. Pot of Avarice, of course. Because Judai draws Skyscraper in every game, and Kaiser draws Pot of Avarice in every game. Now, okay, I gotta be fair. He didn't actually get my favorite hero, which was... Oh, wait, what? No, okay, what? Do you see this? Do you see this nonsense? Do you see... Oh, but Skyber Jar, one of the few outs to favorite hero. Okay, can I just pause and acknowledge what the fuck just happened? All right, just was like, all right, to be fair, he didn't get favorite hero. Let's be fair to Judai. And then literally, before I finish the sentence, I'm pissed off. I don't even want to talk about it. The Cyber Jar is terrifying if you're Judai, because Kaiser was really low on resources here. And that means that it's tough for him to get into fusion plays. But now he gets 5 more cards. Of course, both of them get into pretty explosive fusion plays, but only one of them really OTKs. Okay, Polly into Flame Wingman is interesting here. Okay. Let's see it. Proto Cyber Dragon, Cyber Phoenix. Uh-oh, Cyber Phoenix is scary, right? Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's get this play. Cyber Phoenix, prevent targeting. Evolution Burst to destroy the face-down monster. Power Bond into a 5600 Cyber Twin. That looks like it might be enough for game. It is, unless Judai can stop this without targeting the Cyber Twin Dragon. Now let's see. He did not play Soul. Did he play Soul Union? He did not play Soul Union this game. It could be Soul Union, or it could be Mirror Gate. It could be a few things. There's a few things that could get him out of this situation. No, it can't be Mirror Gate. I think that targets. Yeah. Oh God, there it is. There it is. The Kaiser takes the game. Wow. Wow. Okay, guys, this could be the very last game of the tournament. Let's see what happens. Show me something, Judai. Drawing and summoning Bubble Man. Drawing 2 cards off the top, setting a face down card. The Kaiser, Future Fusion coming down. Cyber Larva coming down, setting a face down card. Okay. All right. Okay, we're just getting in with the little guys. Here we go. Bubble Man. You want to get the Cyber Larvas off the field, so that makes sense. Just getting with Burstinatrix here. Of course, he could always blindside you with a Cyber Twin Dragon play out of nowhere and limiter removal or something, but you're feeling okay if you're Judai. You're probably not going to do that with Future Fusion. You know, he's got some in deck. Cyber Larva, you know, he's okay. Now, he does have one in hand, I think. Okay, he's just going to pass. Okay, he's going to let these Cyber Larvas do what they do, which is stall. I swear to you, if Kaiser plays Pot of Avarice next turn, I'm going to lose my shit. I'm not going to lose my shit. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to say that now. Future Fusion is going to go off. Okay, Cyber Twin Dragon. Pretty scary. Shining Angel coming down. Cyber Twin getting in. Okay, Mirror Gate. There it is. There it is. I was saying this before. The Mirror Gate is huge. Now, Judai takes the Cyber Twin Dragon. Wow. Okay, Wild Heart. Okay, Poly. If this is Wild, it's Necroid Shaman to get Shining Edge off the field, but and make him float into Cyber Dragon so that he can't float at all. Percent Wall of Disruption. Oh my God, I was so sure that that was like basically game, or that would have been game. That was like literally he had game. Wall of Disruption, one of the only cards left in this tournament that could really have stopped him right there exactly, and that was such a crushing blow to Judai, the Wall of Disruption. Wow. Now, of course, he's got Pot of Avarice. He's always got the Pot of Avarice. Every game. And then Cyber Twin. Limiter removal does not take it yet. Doesn't take it yet. Okay, I was going to say limiter removal, he could take it, but okay. Dude, he always, every game. Wait, oh my God, for the first time we see Necro Shade's effect go off, summoning Blade Edge, normal summoning it, and with Skyscraper is enough to get over Cyber Twin Dragon. Dude, they're back and forth. Judai might have this. It might not be over yet. Lightning Vortex is interesting. Cyber Larva, okay, sure. Cyber Larva getting directly for 400. Okay. All right. Fusion Gate, okay. You're feeling good about this if you're Kaiser because that makes him... Oh, Thunder Giant is great here. It means he has to get Skyscraper. It means he has to lose the Skyscraper, which is pretty terrifying to play against in general. Of course, you can use Fusion Gate, but you probably won't. Setting a card face down. Okay. Judai's looking really good here. He's looking really good here. Metal Reflex Slime. Now, I don't know about this one, right? Because you... the question is, do you take the damage and go down to 400, which is scary? Or do you play Metal Reflex Slime knowing that he can destroy it with Thunder Giant? I think I take the damage because you could draw Metamorphosis next turn, and that would be really good if you did. So, I don't know. Cyber Emergency. Okay. All right. Proto Cyber Dragon. Oh, Fusion Gate. He is going to do Fusion Gate. Wait, no. This is... No. Soul Union. Oh, my God. There it is. Judai takes the game. Limiter removal. Wait. Oh, my God. Oh. Wow. That was incredible. What a final play. I mean, I'm like, I'm speechless. Wow. Oh my God. That was just like the end of season 1, right? Where they do the limiter removal. I don't think it was Soul Union. I think it was limiter removal, Battle Fusion, Final Fusion, all that. I mean, but it smelled just like it though, right? I mean, for me to literally be like, oh, he won't use the Fusion Gate, because I just didn't expect him to get the materials out with these low of resources. I mean, it's low. So wow. So he uses Judai's Fusion Gate to summon his Cyber Twin Dragon, gets in on Thunder Giant. Thunder Giant, he tries to stop it with, what did he use? He used a Soul Union. And then limiter removal in response to the Soul Union. And just like that, the Kaiser, true to his name, does not drop even a game in the final match. Doesn't drop a match the whole tournament. He completely crushes the competition. And Ryo Marufuji, the Kaiser, is now the king of Duel Academy. But Judai, of course, is the prince. And that does give him free entry to Obelisk Blue should he choose. But, of course, as you probably expect, if you know Judai, he would prefer to stay with his buddies in Slifer Red. He will not be taking that on. So we have new rankings at Duel Academy. It'll be interesting to see how they go. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next tournament.